Mr. Owaisi, do you think Mulayam Singh Yadav will stay with Mamata Banerjee or move towards the UPA eventually? What's your hunch?
I really don't know. I don't have the knowledge of unseen. What Mulayam Singh Yadav will do, I'm sure he will do what is good for him and his party. But one thing, the gentleman who was just saying that Mr. Abul Kalam is identified with NDA, I totally agree with him that Mr. Kalam is definitely identified with BJP and NDA. And if what he says is right, then definitely, he will, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav will, it will be very hard for him to sell the candidature of Mr. Kalam to the Muslims of UP and everywhere around, because it is a fact that yes, he's identified with BJP and NDA, despite he being an eminent scientist of DRDO and everything.
Kalam. So Mamata Banerjee repeatedly emphasizing Kalam's popularity and his credentials to be the president of the country. This is an open dare to Sonia Gandhi, an open dare to the Congress party. An official announcement has not been made, but what you're seeing on your channel tonight is Mamata Banerjee walking out of UPA 2. There's no other way to put it. Mr. Owaisi, this is as good as a walkout, isn't it? I mean, can you be a member of an alliance and challenge that alliance candidate for the presidency?
Well, Arnab, this was very rightly pointed out by the Minister for Information Broadcasting, Ambika Soni, when she addressed the press. Now, what really surprises me is that they had mentioned yesterday the name of Prime Minister, because it was the same TMC and all the allies along with Congress party who decided that Manmohan Singh will be the Prime Minister as proposed by the Congress in 2009. And I find that little bit strange and very bad taste that the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh name was proposed. But now, okay, good. They have decided on Kalam. Let there be a contest if that be so, and the numbers will decide.
Well, we are seeing a realignment. We are seeing an interesting realignment, Mr. Bhadoria. We are seeing a very interesting realignment, and this realignment is not happening on typical UPA-NDA lines. It's a new kind of alignment which is happening, where you have a core Congress group which is backing Pranab. You have Jayalalitha and Naveen Patnaik who are backing Sangma. Nitish Kumar, Mamata and Mulayam who are backing Kalam. Left could back Pranab Mukherjee. Not clear yet. If it happens to be a three-way race, Navika, let me come back to you. If it becomes a three-way race, then how is it going to be decided? And can it be a three-way race?
Well, if it is a three-way race, then clearly it will probably benefit the UPA, because it will eat into the NDA vote share, and that is something that the NDA cannot afford if they are in the race. The NDA only benefits if the entire opposition is united. Any three-way race will probably benefit the UPA, and that's what the UPA meeting tomorrow is all about, Arnab. Let me tell you that this meeting between Sharad Pawar and Sonia Gandhi this evening at 4:30 p.m. really laid out of what was going to be done between the allies and the Congress party tomorrow at the UPA meeting at 11 o'clock. They have decided that for the first time the Congress party will formally put the names of the candidate, because so far, and this is sources close to Sharad Pawar, senior ministers in the cabinet, who said that so far there have been only informal discussions. The Congress party has not brought all the allies together on board. So tomorrow is the opportunity to do that, and once that meeting is called, all the candidates' name formally will be proposed by the Congress party. Each candidate's name will be evaluated on the winnability criteria. You have to remember, the Congress will need support in the states. In states like Maharashtra, where there is an NCP Congress government, they will need to talk to the stakeholders. In states like Andhra, where there is an internal strife, where there is a lot of fear that some of the Congress MLAs could defect towards Jagan Mohan Reddy's side, tomorrow is also the day the Andhra by-election results are coming. So all of this will really be discussed at that UPA meeting, and there will be an across-the-table discussion on which will be the name, which will be a winnable name, because right now, according to what the allies have told the Congress party, the winnability of the UPA candidate is the most important fact. And I'm saying this on record from information from a minister from the alliance partners, who said that we will also look at the option if the two names that have been suggested by the Congress party, if they're formally put on the table and somewhere in the calculation seems that the race is too close to call, then maybe the option of a new name altogether will need to be kept open, and that is something that will only be decided if and only if the two candidates of the Congress party are seen to be in somewhat of a problem as far as the winnability criteria is concerned. So all of that will happen in formal deliberations between UPA partners. Mamata Banerjee is going to stay away, so there doesn't seem to be any reason to expect any dissidence as far as the UPA allies are concerned. But winnability and every state-wise counting of the votes is something that could happen at the UPA.
I understand that, but Atul Kumar Anjan joining our panel now, National Secretary of the Communist Party of India. Asaduddin Owaisi is with us. Ashok Malik, thanks for staying on. Atul Kumar Anjan, will you back Kalam?
No question right now.
Possible later?
The Communist Party of India and other left parties met on the 2nd May, and they decided that this is the historic responsibility of the UPA-1 to come forward with their nominee. And later on, the left party will decide whether to support or whether to oppose.
Also joining our panel right now, we have a full panel building up. Mahesh Jethmalani of the BJP, Atul Kumar Anjan of the left. We have Asaduddin Owaisi, who's representing the UP. Ashok Malik is with us. Our political editor Navika Kumar is also with us. So it's a full house today. Kalam, Mahesh Jethmalani, good evening. Whose candidate is Kalam? Mamata's candidate or a likely BJP candidate?
Well, I mean, right now, the only person who officially announced him as a candidate seems to be Mamata Banerjee. But I'm sure the BJP would have no objection in supporting his candidature as proposed by Mamata.
The BJP will therefore back Kalam?
But you know, it's not for me to say, because I'm not the official spokesperson of the party nor a member of the NDA, coordination committee. But I imagine that he would certainly be an acceptable candidate to both the BJP and its NDA allies.
Well, you know, why don't you pitch it straight to Asaduddin Owaisi? Asaduddin Owaisi, you know, isn't it surprising that you have Mr. Kalam being pitched today? This is extremely important because the BJP's Mahesh Jethmalani on Times Now, on our News Hour Roundtable tonight, is launching this debate by saying we will support President Kalam for a second term. So that, let's look at the mathematics then. If the BJP backs Kalam, Mr. Owaisi, will you still hold on and say, okay, let's go into an election, we might lose it, but we still will not give in to anyone who Mamata Banerjee can oppose? Can you afford to do that?
No, the first point is, tomorrow at 4 p.m. there is going to be a UPA meeting at the Prime Minister's residence. Now, what will happen in that meeting, I cannot tell you. But definitely, I am sure after tomorrow's meeting is over, there will be a lot of clarity from the UPA side. The second question
is... No, the clarity is there. No, clarity is there from the NDA side. 1 minute. Clarity is there from the NDA side.
No.
The NDA is backing Kalam.
The NDA is yet to come out with an official statement. I don't know about that. Maybe you know more than me. The second point is that I would request you, Mr. Arnab Goswami, that you have done so many programs and you have asked the people, especially politicians, that why are we after this power and position? I request you that you should call Kalam on your program and ask him that why is he after, in the third time he's trying this. Last time also he was ready and then he backed out because of contest was there. Now again we have Mr. Kalam, and I'm really surprised that a man who has been a president of India is running after such an esteemed position.
He hasn't actually run after.
Post.
He hasn't run after, but I'd like to.
No, of course, it is. Of course it is. Last time also, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu had proposed him, and he had given his consent, but later on he withdrew.
Well,
now this time also, I'm really surprised. I'm really pained that such a person who has been the president of India,
there could be a game,
who has been an eminent scientist.
Mr. Owaisi, there could be a game in this. There could be a bigger game here.
Oh, must be, maybe.
Mr. Jethmalani wants to come in. Sachi, welcome. Sachidanand Murthy of the week, welcome to our News Hour roundtable tonight. Yes, by Jethmalani. Are you pitching him? Is he pitching himself? Could you end the mystery?
I don't think that Mr. Kalam has. I think it's doing a great disservice and belittling Mr. Kalam by suggesting that Mr. Owaisi has done. It is in fact belittling an ex-president to suggest that he is putting himself as a candidate. Let me be very clear that the NDA has not announced him as a candidate. Mr. Kalam has not accepted anybody's candidature. Only Mamata Banerjee has said that today that he will be her candidate. I think by drawing him into the fray and making a personal allegation against an ex-president, Mr. Owaisi doesn't do himself, his party or his allies any credit.
Mr. Owaisi, you want to take what you said back? Because
No, Mr. Jethmalani, I'm really surprised with your argument, though you're an eminent lawyer. Now, if someone is becoming a candidate, what do you call it? Is he doing a great, doesn't he have his aspiration?
But has he announced his candidature? Why are you putting, sorry Mr. Owaisi, I'm sorry Mr. Owaisi, I am surprised with you. You seem to be surprised with everybody else on all your shows. I am a little surprised with you.
I am not yielding, Mr. Jethmalani. I am not yielding to, you have to listen to what I am saying. I have patiently heard what you have said. Now Mr. Arnab Goswami, can Mamata Banerjee and Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, and you have just now said in your report that Nitish Kumar was at the airport. I mean, are you telling me that all of us should fall in your trap? Come on, Mr. Kalam is ready. That is why these people are using their name. How can you use my name or Mr. Arnab Goswami name that no, he wants to become president of India, we are proposing a name? Of course, he is in the know of all these things. He is ready. That is why these people are saying their name.
Okay,
and they are looking for an opportune time to present him.
Okay, now you see, I want to call a temporary truce because I have Digvijay Singh lined up now. Mr. Digvijay Singh, good evening. Arnab Goswami here. Interesting situation.
Good evening, Arnab.
Interesting situation, and I think that I'm glad that you are here because a lot of suspense is going on about what's going on. I have a few questions to ask you. Mr. Digvijay Singh, first of all, is this too much of brinkmanship going on by the UPA? Will you regret pushing Mamata Banerjee out, almost pushing her out of the UPA on the issue of the presidency?
In fact, I'm in as much as suspense as you are, Arnab.
Why do you say so?
Because I'm also as much aware of what is happening as you are.
You don't expect me or any of our viewers to believe that. You know, you have the inside track, you are the insider, you are the person who knows what's going on. Well, Mr. Digvijay Singh, but what is wrong? What is wrong with giving ally like Mamata Banerjee and someone who's supporting you like Mulayam Singh Yadav a say in deciding who the next president of India will be?
Well, does any political party has a majority?
No, they don't, but they are important members of the UPA.
Then how can two people decide? It has to be done by the widest consultation.
But I heard Mr. Janardhan Dwivedi say earlier today that even small parties, the smallest of parties, will have to be considered. So it was not about the numbers alone.
Absolutely. They have to be considered. Mr. Janardhan Dwivedi is exactly right.
Sorry. Mamata Banerjee says that you can push me as much as you want. I'm not walking out of the UPA, but she's not attending the UPA meeting tomorrow. Are you ready to have a UPA post Mamata, without Mamata? Are you ready for that situation?
Well, why should I prejudge?
That seems to be the only likelihood unless you woo her back.
No, I'm not in the habit of prejudging issues.
But will the Congress party try to win over Mamata once again?
Well, she's still a part of the UPA.
Is there a possibility of a sixth candidate, someone else emerging?
No, how do I know? As I told you earlier, I'm in as much of suspense as you are.
No, is there a possibility of a sixth candidate, someone who we haven't talked about yet?
Well, I don't know about it, Arnab.